Hey guys, what's going on? I am Zach and welcome back to the Syndicate Chunk Challenge. Spoiler alert, the final episode of the Syndicate Chunk Challenge. That's right, we go fight the Ender Dragon in this episode and win. And I know that because I kind of lost the original audio for this episode. Yep, after many... Well, when was the last time I fucked up like this? Was it episode 8 and 9? I don't think I've messed anything up since then. But yeah, I'll fill you in. Last episode, when I used Audacity to record the audio, I recorded that plus the original audio track that you can record natively in Dxtory. So it just made it easier to sync up, because if I could just match them up completely, then delete the shitty audio track and it'd be fine. But I recorded this episode straight after that, and I thought, well, I don't know how to use Audacity yet. I don't know what effects. I don't know if it turned out good or not. So I'll just record the Dxtory audio, because that's okay. I mean, it works. So I decided to not record the Audacity. But it turns out, when I recorded the first track, I didn't have it set to record the Dxtory track. So I had to just line it up kind of by ear and eye when it should be synced with the video. So when I decided to record the second one, I exited out of Dxtory, and I didn't check the settings for... Yeah, I didn't check the settings for Dxtory. I mean to say I clicked out of Audacity, and I didn't have the Dxtory settings, but... Yeah, here we are. I guess it doesn't really matter, it just lets us... What's the word? I guess... Speed things up. There's a lot of... taking the piss when fighting the Ender Dragon, which I didn't know of, because I mentioned this in the video, but I think I've only versed the Ender Dragon legitimate. I don't think I've actually versed the Ender Dragon legitimately. I think when the Ender Dragon was added, I think I came here and I versed him just to see what it was like. You know, that was just going into creative mode, finding a stronghold, decking myself out with some real good armor, and then coming in here and versing him. Excuse me, I got the hiccups or something. But since then, I don't think I've played him, to be honest. So this was a great first real legitimate try, and you'll see how it goes in a second. But right now I'm just building a ledge, because I was paranoid about him coming over here and knocking me off, because you saw me put all my stuff in the chest earlier. That's because I didn't actually think I would beat him in one try. So I just I came in here with some dummy equipment like an old pickaxe, an old sword, and half the meat. And I should have... I'm on level 22. I thought I was high level. I thought I was a higher level when I died, so it kind of felt like a wasted enchantment. But it doesn't matter. Whatever. So here we are. We're just climbing up to get to the Ender Dragon. No big deal. Oh, you'll see soonish, once the Ender Dragon gets underway, the battle gets underway, I actually go and start fast forwarding, because, like I mentioned, there's a lot of just taking the piss in the Ender Dragon battle. He just flies around and... You know, you can only get like one hit in when he comes in close anyway, so there's not a whole lot to do. And did you see how many of these towers were? Look at all those towers! I thought there was only like 10 or 12 when you come into the end, but apparently there's a whole bunch. But you can see here I'm doing pretty well at hitting these lower ones. And I actually do pretty good later on as well. But while we're sitting here watching this, I'll just like to start with saying thanks. This is the final episode, and I don't know how much time I will have towards the end of the episode to say this. I'll just say it now. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I don't think there's much more to it than that. We don't need to drag it out, but I mean, this was my first series and I didn't really know what I was doing too well, and I wasn't good at commentating at the start, and I'm still not great, and I'm pretty average, and you know, I still got this piece of shit mic. I'm trying to get a better mic and all that jazz. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about the future later, but for now I just want to say, hey, thanks. If you stuck it out, or maybe you just found this episode because I titled it Ender Dragon Fight or something. Oops, I just hit the mic as well. That is going to be a pain in the ass for you. Sorry about that as well. So yeah, here we are, just fighting Ender Dragon. I thought I started speeding up by now, but apparently not, and he's just fucking... Look at him. He just comes in, takes a hit, and leaves. It's not that interesting, to be honest. But yeah, I mentioned the microphone situation earlier. I do want to get a new microphone. I'm not sure what the best microphone to get would be. A lot of people recommend a what is it, a blue snowball. I checked that up. Didn't realize they were like 115 Australian bucks. Oh, here we go. Now we're speeding up there. So now we're just going around, taking out the rest of these things. No big deal. Yeah, but the blue snowball was about 115 bucks. I thought they were closer to 80 for some reason. So I don't know if I want one of them now, considering they're just okay. Well, they're good, but if I'm spending 100 bucks, I like to get something better. So you see that double shot as well? That was badass. But anyway, that's where I'm at with that. I'm also looking at getting a capture card for console stuff. I know the PS4 and Xbox One have capture cards built in, but they're kind of very average, and especially for the Xbox case. How much recording time do you get with that? Is it about 5 minutes or something? You can't do shit with 5 minutes. At least the PS4 one is 15. That Xbox One might be 10 actually. I don't think it's 5. It might be 10. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. It's just a matter of actually wanting to spend 200 bucks on a capture card and 100 bucks on a microphone for something that you don't know if it's a good investment or not. So at the moment, I do want one, but I don't know when I will get one. Yeah, there we go. See, this is what I'm talking about with the Ender Dragon. He just comes in, takes a couple cheap shots, and flies out. How you meant to fight this guy? I didn't bring enough arrows for this shit. Spoiler alert, you'll see that in a minute. Where are we at in this timeline? Oh, we're already over halfway. All right, that's no problem. I guess we can talk about what happens to Minecraft after this series. There will be more of it. I do like playing Minecraft. I'm not sure what the series will be yet. Part of me wants to play through Pixelmon. I don't know if I should be talking about this, but I'm just going to talk about it anyway. Part of me wants to be playing through Pixelmon. I jump into that mod I guess about every 6 months or so, and then I just jump out, and much like a vanilla game in Minecraft, until this Let's Play, I hadn't finished it, so that's kind of why I want to play through Pixelmon, because at least that way I'm kind of forced to finish it. Oh, yeah, look at this shit as well. I start pissing off a whole bunch of Endermen, start getting ganged up on, and then the dragon comes in as well, gets a cheap shot, and then death. By an Enderman, right? Yeah. That was pathetic. But now I get my good stuff out, and spoiler alert, I win. I kick his ass. What's I talking about? Pixelmon. Yeah, so I hadn't finished a series of Pixelmon. I usually get to the point where I start to make a farm and have a good renewable source of food, and then there's a Steelix that's, no, not Steelix, an Onyx that's just totally crushing everything I own. And by that point I kind of just go, I'll wait till they start adding more stuff. And that was about a year ago now, I guess. I haven't played Pixelmon for I guess it's been about a year. So that might be a good idea, or something else. It probably won't be Pixelmon, to be honest. So if that's not your thing, don't worry, because it's probably going to be a hardcore series. I want to do a hardcore series as well, because I've talked about when I usually play Minecraft, I'll be listening to a podcast or something. So I'm not really listening to the game audio, but if I'm doing a Let's Play, I'll be listening to the game audio. So maybe I won't die from, silent creepers behind me, stuff like that. Now here we go back into the what is this, the end? I always go to call it the nether, but it's the end. And this is where, well, it doesn't get any faster. This sword didn't do a great job. I thought this sword would be way better at taking him out, but it really wasn't. It kind of, well, when you're going to get one shot in on him anyway before he takes off, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. See any other bin? Yep, one shot. And he takes off. At least the Enderman. I just went really silent while I was looking at the screen. At least the Endermen aren't going to be a big problem now anyway. Now we got slain. It'd be nice if I could find my stuff past me. Why don't you go pick up my old stuff before those arrows disappear, you moron? Instead of just chasing the Ender Dragon around like some sort of baby. I also got to record some more Rogue Legacy. It's been a while since I recorded that, and other than that, I think I've touched upon everything I want to touch upon. I honestly don't know what's going to happen with this channel. I don't know what... Oh, here we go, speeding up again. I don't know what I want to do. I do like doing this, but I'm not sure what the future of the channel holds. If everything goes to plan, by the time you see this, I would have recorded some other style videos. So I don't know if they go good, maybe I'll start doing more of those, or I don't know. And what the hell did I do there? Did I just check my controls? I think I checked my controls for something. Doesn't matter though. So yeah, the end of battle from here on in. pretty self-explanatory. He flies in, he flies out. You get a 1 or 2 hits in. I'm gonna spoil this as well. I got a pretty badass final kill. You have to wait and see that. That was pretty good. But until that, oh, there we go. There's my old stuff. Pick that shit up. There we go. Now we got some arrows. Perfect. Perfect indeed. But like I mentioned, thanks. I appreciate your support, even if it is not much support. I mean, by the time I'm recording this, I only have 5 subscribers, so I'm still... Nervous isn't the right word. It still kind of feels like you're talking to no one. That's probably the hardest part, is the fact that you are talking to no one. Maybe no one's watching this right now. So, hey, no one, what's up? Yeah, so if you are watching this, just leave a comment and just let me know you're out there, because I don't know, man. I don't know if these 5 subscribers are bots or what. And that was a pathetic arrow shot, wasn't it? Anyway, guys, here it comes. Let's wait for it. I start doing long shots, so you can see where this final shot's going. I'm just taking long shots at him, and he's disappeared. Oh, here he is. He's coming back. I get the shot. I thought that was gonna be it, and then it turns out it wasn't. Then here we go. Check this shit out. Look at that. That's like that must be a 200 block distance. And he's dying. There was a lot more excitement when I was doing that live. So you have to take my word for it. There was a lot of yes! And a lot of fucking A's! And, you know, stuff like that. And I don't know, maybe that might have popped the mic as well. I actually can get in a pop filter instead of just jamming a sock over the microphone as well. So that's probably what's on my horizon. A pop filter, a brand new microphone, and a capture card for console stuff. Level 61 as well. Good thing we won't be needing that anytime soon. Am I right, guys? And this is it. That was a series. I actually might do a prologue series where I fight the Wither. Like I said, I haven't decided yet. It'll be weeks by the time you see this anyway. So I guess, yeah, that's probably a good thing to mention. Minecraft will be on next week, so don't worry about that in the slightest. You won't go a week without any Minecraft. I should have talked about my life. That's what I should have talked about. Oh well, maybe I'll say that for the first episode of the next series. But until then, guys, thank you for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at @IM_Zax. Farewell.